Hey guys, Adam here again. Today we are going to dust off the Pentium II machine that I built and get Windows Millennium Edition running on it. Now, one of the reasons I want to get this machine going is because I've been having a lot of trouble getting Homeworld Cataclysm to run properly on any modern machine. And so it's probably best to get something that's a little less modern going. So let's go ahead and put this Windows ME CD in here. See if it will actually boot from the CD. Emergency boot. Do I only have... is this not the full setup disk? It doesn't seem encouraging. I might have to go look through my disks. Actually, let's go see what's even on this disk. It does not seem to have... yeah, these are all just utilities. But we can go ahead and do our good old F-disk and check out what's going on with this disk. This is the same drive that's in my Windows 98 machine. I'm going to be using these for most of my classic machines, I believe. Was it a DOS partition? What partition you want to delete? I don't want a volume name. I am sure. DOS partition. Boom. Create a primary partition. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try to track down an actual install disk for Windows Millennium Edition. I don't know why this one only has the utilities. It seems like it was the right size ISO to be the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and let this do its thing, and I'll be back with the real disk in a second, hopefully. Alright, so it actually does have the setup files on this disk. They're just on drive E instead of drive D for whatever reason. I'm going to go ahead and format the drive so that the Windows Millennium Edition setup will recognize it. I tried running the setup once and it did not actually work, so I'm thinking that it just needs the drive formatted manually. So we will go ahead and wait for this to complete, which is apparently going to be a little while. Alright, so the formatting is done. Go ahead and get back to drive E at this point and run setup, and it should work now. Yay, that looks promising, doesn't it? And get my mouse ready because we should have a mouse in the setup. Haven't done the window. I think I've only ever used Windows ME for a couple months back around when it came out, and it had a reputation for not being the best, and granted it really wasn't. Windows 98 really wasn't either. Let me adjust my camera here. Windows 98 had its problems too. I don't really know, there's not that huge of a difference between Windows Millennium Edition and Windows 98 anyway, but I did want to go ahead and put a different version of Windows on this than my other Windows retro box that I have going right now, and mess around with Millennium Edition a little bit, give it a fair shake. I gotta track down drivers. I'll be doing that after we get this install done. Definitely don't need accessibility. What's under accessories? No. I forgot. The briefcase thing is so funny. Don't need any of that stuff. What the hell, we'll install the themes, why not? Games, why not? Multimedia, what's under that? Sound samples. I'll take some sound samples. Why the hell not? Online services, go away. Outlook Express, go away. That's kind of funny that the system monitor is a optional thing back in. Let's go ahead and install all that stuff. Web TV for Windows. That was a thing. That seems like a perfectly reasonable name. Good. Yeah, we don't need a startup disk, that's okay. Go, Windows Millennium Edition, you look eerily similar to the Windows 98 installation because you basically are Windows 98 in disguise. So, anyhow, I'm going to let this do its thing, and hopefully we'll be back when it restarts. It's actually copying files pretty quick there. That's good. Hopefully we won't have any issues or anything, and everything will be golden. I should probably register it, right? Yeah, I'm sure that still works. So, was the UXW build trying to activate Windows XP by modem, dial-up modem a while ago? I don't know, he did that maybe a year ago, I can't remember. It's been a while, but it's pretty funny. I don't have a phone line here, so can't exactly attempt to register this by modem, although it would be fun. Have not seen that screen in a long time. Wow. Not the prettiest Windows splash screen in my opinion, but camera is definitely really having trouble focusing. Wow. The installer is purdied up a little bit. So we'll let it run through its driver installation. I don't know how good it's going to actually do at picking up any of these drivers. I'm going to have to go online and pick out the correct drivers for everything. I don't think I have everything. There's a Matrox card in here, and then there's the 2 Voodoo cards, and typical Sound Blaster and Intel stuff. So hopefully Windows will pick up some of that, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, we get to go through user information. Don't include your company name. Well, I will not include a company name, but I suppose we'll accept the agreement. I'm going to go get my code, enter it in right here. Alright, so we're wrapping up the install now. See how this goes. Seems to be pretty much identical, like I said, to the Windows 98 setup. I miss that noise. Somebody should invent like a super ridiculous high density floppy disk thing. It'd make me happy. Honestly, even if it was like a couple gigabytes, I would use it instead of a thumb drive, if all computers had it. Something about floppy disks, I still like them. Nostalgia, I guess. Pretty useless nowadays, though. Like, you can't even really fit. A standard iPhone picture is a lot bigger than 1.44 megabytes, so not much you can really do with them, but they still are good for old computers. I had a friend who had one of those, what are they called, Sony Mavica cameras? I think that's what they were called. But you would actually put a floppy disk into the camera. I should try to find pictures sometime. I should actually try to find one of those cameras, because I wonder what the quality must be horrendous, because it could take quite a few pictures. I don't remember how many, but you could fit a decent number of pictures on that floppy disk, and they must have all been 100 kilobytes or something like that. So I imagine they were very bad quality pictures. Granted, like the cameras back then, I'm sure, were like well sub 1 megapixel. They were like probably less than VGA quality cameras, I would imagine, back then. I don't know. I should actually look that up. I'm curious about what the technical specifications of one of those digital Mavicas with the floppy drive is. I think it's a Mavica. I hope I'm right about that. It was a weird thing. It was giant. But it seemed pretty cool at the time. Alright, so we should be rebooting again here in a second. We'll be in actual Windows, I believe, now. Have a look and see what sort of horrible stuff I have to actually get set up. I'm hoping that we won't have to deal too much with anything for the chipset for the motherboard or anything like that. It's from the same era, so I imagine Windows probably has that sort of stuff pre-configured, but I don't know. So I guess we'll be finding out. And yay, more system settings being updated. I kind of miss, they should bring back the little drummer thing too. Want a retro Windows theme for Windows 10. What is wrong with the drums? They're awesome. It's no beach ball. Mac has that going. I like the beach ball, but I'm sure you can easily find a cursor for Windows that does the beach ball, but it's not so easy to have a menu with the drum on it. Alright, computer, seriously, what are you doing? It's very vague, just updating system. There we go. Something's going on. It's thinking. Oh, more system settings to be updated, apparently. I don't know if we're in Windows or not right now, technically. We're in Windows! Oh my god, we're in a horrible color mode too. It's funny how it doesn't recognize it recognizes the processor, just doesn't call it Pentium II. Anyway, we got multimedia, video, audio. I can't even imagine what that is. That's probably the game. Does this? I think this sound card probably is old enough that it has a game controller. That's our Matrox probably that's actually working right. There's not really anything interesting under this right now, so I'm going to go through driver hell and be back when we have those drivers actually all discovered. Why did I put that on the computer? I'll put that in the recycling bin. I have an order that I like things to be. Order I like things to be in, and we definitely are not going to be setting up that. All right. So I'm going to go download a bunch of stuff and get it on a CD and stuff and be back. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about having the correct drivers. For some reason this CD will not stop auto-launching though. It's kind of causing some... Oh, we'll just leave the auto-launcher up. We'll see if that calms it down. I don't want to end up with like 55 different audio... I mean, not audio launchers. 50 different launchers going though. Don't know why it's doing that, but it's definitely causing problems. Is there a way to turn auto play off in Windows Millennium Edition? There probably isn't. Well, hopefully my files are copied over. I tried to be lazy and just use the same CDR that I used for the Windows Millennium Edition thing here, and it's causing issues, I think. Stop auto launching. Stop it. Stupid. Why? Alright, we'll do this the primitive caveman way. We'll just come in here and run things. Now I think... full, okay. Unzip. I think those are the correct Matrox drivers. I want to get those ones going first because I'm sick of looking at ugly resolutions and horrible colors and stuff. I don't know if this drive likes this necessarily. Maybe I should try the other drive. That might not be a terrible idea to try the other drive. This seems pretty unhappy. Alright, let's see if the other drive likes this any better. Oh god, did I blue screen? Stop. That was an odd message. Okay, let's get rid of you. And cross our fingers that the other drive is a little more cooperative. Doesn't sound very happy either. They're old drives with modern burn multi-session CDs. The drive that I put in my Windows 98 machine did just fine, but this one sounds a lot more, like it's got a lot more gumption going here. I think it might be a little happier. It's not lagging the system out so bad either. Come on, you can do it. Please do it. Thumb drives don't ever work well. It does not like whatever happens in this section here. I guess I can try a thumb drive. I don't know if mass USB storage drivers were included with... I mean, this is 2000, I would think so. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, this is going nowhere, so... cancel out of that. Plan B. Alright, so Windows Millennium Edition does seem to indeed be able to do this. So that's good news. I am going to nevertheless copy this to the desktop just because I don't really trust USB 1.1 or whatever this is to get this. Well, I mean, I guess I have to trust it either way, but that's a relief. It's good to know. Windows ME supports this out of the box. Makes life a lot easier. So, let's try to get those Matrox drivers going, which I believe is this one. Unzip. Look at the blazing speed. Incredible. And see. God, I don't care. Show me. Stupid thing. Boom. English. Yay. I think we're gonna not have horrible resolution pretty soon here. Seems like it's working. Did oh god, everything's so horrible. Did it update? It did not update that. But hopefully when we restart it will. See what happens. Might as well remove my thumb drive here. Kind of nice when like modern crap still works with old stuff. Like that just went to my Windows 10 machine. I had to change the boot order so I stopped getting that warning. Well, that booted up fast, and this looks a lot prettier, although the monitor needs to auto adjust. How do I auto adjust this monitor? It's one of these buttons. No, that's the menu. Nope, that's just that auto adjust. Boom, there we go. For some reason they did not really see a need to put labels on those buttons, so. Okay, so close out of that. Just because I hate it when this stuff stacks up, let's go ahead and get rid of that. And check our progress here. Device Manager. Yay! So what do we want to do next? I want to hear the Windows startup sound. Let's see if we can get some sound going here. Yeah. Oh my god, we're having graphical issues. I don't know what happened. Everything was going so well. If I like do this, does it clear this up? Kinda, sorta. It is not really readable. I don't know if that's the graphics card, the driver. I think I have another one of these Matrox cards around. It's kind of odd that it didn't do it till we got into the installer. That could really say anything. I think it's restarting the computer though, perhaps. We'll see what happens when we restart. That was fun. Yeah, I don't think that was necessarily the video card. I think that was the driver crashing. Because everything looks hunky-dory right here. Wow, that really does go quick. And granted, we don't have everything installed at all, but still, it's pretty quick. I do not hear sound. What happens if I just tell it to search? What happens if I specify a location? Not that, not that. Yeah, we want to specify a location, browse. Not the A drive, you silly computer. Boom. Apparently there's no drivers in that folder. That's good. So we do have to go through this installer. What happened during that installer? Okay. Don't crash on me, installer. This seems promising. I don't think it was promising, because I think this is exactly what happened last time. I think this is precisely... this may not be the correct driver for this specific sound blaster. I was hoping it was a generic enough driver that I could just use the same one that I used on my Windows 98 machine, but it may be a slightly different version of a sound blaster. I don't know. I thought they were the same, man. I thought they were the same. Well, let's see if we can progress in another field of endeavor here. Why can I not? That's driving me crazy that I can't navigate these windows the right way. Go ahead and see if we can get the Pro 100, Windows 98 2nd Edition, ought to work just fine. Ethernet controller, reinstall driver, boom. It's not on the floppy drive, you stupid. I mean, it's my fault I keep selecting the wrong stuff, but... No, not the floppy drive. God, why are you so hell-bent on using the floppy drive? Yes, do that. So we should, at this point, have a functional network connection. I'm going to restart every time just because I don't want to be stacking trouble here. That CD drive just made the weirdest sound, like it had a disc in there and it was trying to seek, but there is nothing in there. I don't know, that CD drive's got a lot of time left to it, but whatever. It got Windows installed, that's what matters. Pretty sure we couldn't have USB booted this machine, so it's probably going to ask for the, you know, whatever. Because we have networking installed now. Device manager. Alright, progress is being made. Some sort of progress was made there, but not really. Can we go on the internet? Could we be so lucky? Boom. We get our connection through a LAN. We do not have a proxy server, but whatever. Let's see what happens. What's a we'll just go to google.com. That's like the default kind of light page to try to load. Yay, the internet works. What's in the news today? I think that time is even sort of accurate. What is running down here? Oh, Matrox stuff. Can we see the news? That would be incredible. Oh! A standoff. Well, whatever. The internet kind of sort of vaguely works. I think the internet just exploded. I want to get my creative... Oh, no. There we go. Let's see if we can get our Creative Labs stuff going here. Or not Creative Labs, but... Sure. Unzip. Cool beans. I don't care. Did it really just like do that crazy directory and then not take me to that crazy directory? No, I don't care about... Usability. Not quite what it is today. Temp. That kind of looks like Voodoo driver stuff, I suppose. Is there no installer for this? You know what? It's cool. Don't you even worry about it, computer. I got this. I can see. I'm like looking around my camera while I'm doing this. See Windows. Temp. Where are you, temp? Boom. Driver? Yay! Yay, sure. That should be one Voodoo working. No, let's not restart yet because we have another Voodoo card to deal with here. Now we will restart. A lot going on here. I try to get that sound thing figured out. I'm probably going to do that off screen because I'm sure it's going to require some tinkering and stuff. It's kind of crazy having a computer with 3 video cards in it. Like, I have not done that ever. I've had 2 in SLI, but not like this. Show me my device manager. That's really annoying. It's kind of cool that the stuff comes up that you had going, but it's also kind of annoying. Alright, display adapter. Where are my... Huh. Where would my... Under this? Yeah, there they are. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to figure out this Creative Labs stuff. I will be back. Alright, so I went on the Creative website, and this is supposedly the newest version of this driver for Windows ME, so we shall see what happens. Liveware, that's like everything that comes with that, isn't it? That could be annoying. Fine, whatever. Will she work? Or won't she? See if it should change the names in here as it detects them, I would think. Maybe. It's probably a good sign that it's thinking. Oh. Something happened. Yay! I hear static now. That's awesome. That's just going to be going? Well, hopefully when we restart it won't be. But that's pretty awesome. Never actually had that happen when I installed a sound driver before that just gave me a bunch of random static like that. That's kind of odd. Yes, restart my computer. See if that static issue goes away when it actually loads the driver properly. It'd be lovely to hear the Windows Millennium startup sound. That'd make me happy. You want to make me happy, don't you, computer? Alright, our boot up still pretty darn quick. Nope, just static. That's fantastic. So, I don't even know what that means. Because, I mean, clearly something is happening with that driver. But that something is not good. Now, it's entirely possible, I should look on the back of the computer just to verify, it's entirely possible that I have the speaker plugged into the wrong thing. I don't think I do, though. No. This one is color-coded, which is kind of nice. I need a flashlight back here, man. Okay. Yep, there's the green for the speaker, and just getting horrible, horrible static. So, what does the volume control actually say about this? Well, we do have volume control. I can turn the static off. Huh. That is peculiar. I wonder if one of these channels, is it the line in? Mute these other channels. MIDI? No? Huh. Well, I'm going to continue messing with this because something clearly is not correct.